What's up, guys? It's Wally. Today we're going to be doing some battles with Spectrier. Now in the last video with Kleavor, I talked about how I wanted to do a video with Spectrier because we ended up using it in that video and it actually did some really good work. And after looking at its stats, I can definitely see why. It's definitely not a bulky Pokemon by any means. However, what it lacks for in bulk, it definitely makes up for in special attack and speed. Speed is a base 130 and the special attack is a 145. Now, to kind of put that in perspective, Flutter Mane is a 135, and we all see how hard that thing hits. So, having Spectrier have 10 extra base points in its special attack could do some serious damage. And even though it's not as good as Shadow Rider Calyrex, obviously, it's definitely the closest thing that we have right now. And even though you don't get Astral Barrage like you do with Shadow Rider Calyrex, you can still do some really good work with the moves that it has. The best stab move that we have right now with Spectrier is Shadow Ball. It's the strongest ghost move that it has, and of course, even though it is a single target, it still hits pretty hard. If we do end up terrestrializing into Fairy, we do have another stab move with Draining Kiss. I know Draining Kiss isn't necessarily the strongest move out there. It's a base power 50, I believe. But having Big Root will allow us to actually heal back a little bit more once we actually do the damage. And also there are a lot of Pokemon that either have a 2x or a 4x weakness to Fairy. And again, with Spectrier's really high special attack stat, you're still going to do some really good damage into them. Last but not least, we do have Will-O-Wisp as well. And this is really good because, again, Spectrier is extremely fast. And if we have a chance to be able to burn a physical Pokemon that is potentially like their sweeping Pokemon, it could actually be really good for our side. And again, because Spectrier is extremely fast, there's a very good possibility that you're going to be able to get that off first. And last, we do have the only ability, which is Grim Neigh. And Grim Neigh is really nice because if you do end up knocking out a Pokemon with Spectrier, it does give it a +1 to its special attack. So that 145 is going to continue to grow. So again, even though it's not Shadow Rider Calyrex, I think we're going to have some really good battles with Spectrier, and I'm really excited to see what it can do. So we'll get into the battles, but before we do, as always, if you guys are new here, just haven't yet, please make sure to go down and hit the subscribe button. If you guys do enjoy the video, please make sure to drop a like too. Well, let's get into the battles. So I know I spoke in the intro about how fast Spectrier actually is, and of course the first team that we end up seeing is a Trick Room team. That is not ideal. However, I think Spectrier could really help us here still. We do have Rillaboom, which I believe does have Fake Out, of course. That's awesome. As well as Taunt, too. However, I know most Cresselia end up running Mental Herb, so going with the Taunt, while helpful, it isn't really going to do much on that first turn to stop the Trick Room. Now, if they do end up going with... why am I blanking on the name of it? Spiritomb. If they do send out Spiritomb, that could be a bit of an issue as well, because we won't be able to fake them out. However, Spiritomb is a Ghost and a Dark-type Pokemon, so if we do Terrestrialize into Ghost, or into Fairy, we could always try to go for the Draining Kiss and see how much damage that could do. But other than that, though, I still think we're going to go with Urshifu as well. And you know what? I'm going to go Kleavor, too. Why not? We brought Spectrier to all the battles with Kleavor, so why not have it be the other way around, too, right? No, that's horrible reasoning. Please don't use that reasoning when picking a team. But either way, again, I think Spectrier will be good, along with Rillaboom, too, because no matter which Trick Room setter that they send out, we'll be able to stop it one way or another. And there is Spiritomb. Okay. Yeah, so I think it'll be good. Sorry, I know I kind of stopped my thought there. I was going to say, I think it's going to be good to Terrestrialize anyways, because Spectrier would get lit up by Fiery Wrath as well, but Rillaboom does have to worry about a potential Air Slash too. And that would not be fun. I think we're going to double into Spiritomb, so let's go with the knockoff, and let's Terrestrialize Fairy, and let's go for the Draining Kiss as well. I was going to say, oh, we're the ones Terrestrializing, not them. Awesome. But no, it's because literally the fastest Pokemon on the field is Terrestrializing. So of course they're going to go first. That crown looks really great on Spectrier's head, I will say. Fingers crossed. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, fingers crossed this works out then. Nice, let's see, because this is a 4x strong move. It's not bad. That is not bad. We get the knockoff. That knocks out. That's perfect. Okay, so now we don't have to worry about them setting Trick Room, which is really, really nice. And they were wide lens, too. Don't tell me they were going to go like Hypnosis. I'm sure eventually, you know? That's alright. Yep, now here's their second shot to set Trick Room. Alright, so for this one... Okay, now here's my worry with that is it is very possible... It's very possible they could terrestrialize Cresselia. But we'll still do it anyways, though. And let's go with the Shadow Ball over there, too. Let's see what the Shadow Ball does, too. It's not bad. That is really not bad, especially for, like, Cresselia. Just extremely strong. Nice, and we don't get flinched. Almost knocks out Cresselia. There go the lefties. Alright. And while that's not ideal, we still do have the speed over Moltres in Trick Room. So, my guess... Yeah, my guess is that they're going to go with a Lunar Blessing on the first one. Actually, I wonder if Rillaboom is slower than Cresselia. Because Cresselia isn't, like, slow, you know? I don't know. Let's go Draining Kiss up into Moltres, though. Okay, yeah. I guess that makes sense. Alright, but we are on grassy terrain, and Drum Beating is a stab move. Yeah. So we take them out. That's perfect. And now... No, they'll probably go with the Air Slash over into Rillaboom. Oh, or they go Fiery Wrath. That's fair, too. Doesn't quite knock out either. Well, not even close on Spectrier, obviously. But we do get healed back up right here. Nice. It is a little unfortunate, I'm not going to lie. A little unfortunate that Rillaboom was the one to pick up the 2 KOs, because it actually would have been really nice to be able to get the... yeah, and there's Ursaluna. It would have been really nice to be able to get the Grim Neigh on both of those KOs, but that's okay. Let's try to go over there with that. And here's the thing, is like now, because you know what, he may end up... Oh, that's a tough one. Problem is, they're not even on grassy terrain over there. So, I don't know, I hate to do it, but I'm going to double over there. Mainly because Look, if we can just have it be all of us versus Ursaluna, I will feel a lot better. The downside to terrestrializing into Fairy is the fact now that Ursaluna can hit with a Facade. Into Spectrier, but that's not enough. Thank you very much on that. Yeah, that was not going to do much. They probably have a Citrus. Yep. Should have knocked that off instead then. That would have been smarter. But if... Well, they're probably going to go Fiery. Yeah. Yeah, and unfortunately that knocks out Spectrier now. Alright. And the crit on Rilla. I don't think the crit was going to matter at all, to be completely honest with you, but that's okay. And we probably should have ended up protecting on that first one, but... Could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot worse. Yeah, Ursaluna burnt, I know. Alright, so at least we have Urshifu, and we have Kleavor as well. Now, the downside is we did end up slowing them down because of Woodhammer, which is extremely unfortunate if I'm being completely honest with you. 2 of Trick Room. I'm going to go for a Detect on the first one. I'm going to go for a Stone Axe up into Moltres. Oh, that's perfect. That's actually perfect. Because if we can knock out Moltres... That's perfect, yeah. So if we knock out Moltres here with the Stone Axe, then it'll be 2-on-1, and we'll have 2 fighting moves to go against it. Nice. The Stealth Rocks that get set up now really mean nothing, but at least they're still there. But I don't know. That's alright, they still have the burn damage. The grassy terrain does go away, though. But again, they can only hit one of us. They can only hit one of us. So let's go for the close combat. And let's go for the close... hold on now. Hold on. Okay, let me do the math quickly. Let me do the math. Close combat, 120 times 2 because super effective, 240. X-Scissor, 80 times stab is 120. Plus sharpness is an extra 50%. So that's only 180. So we're going to go with the close combat because it will be stronger because of the super effective nature of the move. Who are they going to knock out? I'm guessing... Yeah, I was going to say, I'm guessing Urshifu. Totally understandable. I don't blame you. However, obviously we're going to be faster now that we're going to be out of Trick Room. Oh, and that's going to be enough to pick up the KO on the next one then. Because I don't believe Ursaluna gets a... Yeah, no, Ursaluna, I don't believe, gets a priority move. So that'll be fine. Another close combat, it should just settle the game right here. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And Ursaluna, especially as a normal Terra with Facade, can be a little scary at times, but, you know, thankfully we're able to come back from that. You know, again, having to Terrastalize into Fairy to kind of begin with, kind of hurt from that perspective against Ursaluna with Spectrier, but even so, I'm sure that they had, like Headlong Rush or something like that, to be able to knock out Spectrier even if it didn't Terrastalize. So, again, either way, we ended up getting the win. Good game. Alright, now here's a game where we don't have to worry about Trick Room. That's what I like to see. So, because of that, let's start with our Tailwind. And let's go with Spectrier as well. I'm really kind of hoping... Well, I'm hoping that it's not POW, but hoping that they actually start off with Fluttermane. I kind of want to see how much damage we can do to that thing, to be honest. However, they would be able to do a lot to us as well, too, which is a little scary. But I'm not going to think about that now. We don't have to worry about that now. That's future Wally's problem. But let's see... What else is on Regieleki? You are Ice with Terra Blast. No, you'd have some issues against a couple other things. That's fine, though. Let's go, have to go Rilla as well, though. Let's go Urshi. Yeah, so let me think. X-Scissor... Oh man, that's really tough. You know what? I am going to bring a Lucky. It's going to have some issues against a handful of the Mons, but honestly, since they are going to probably bring Landorus, maybe we can get them to Terra before Landorus, before they even have a chance to get Landorus to Terra. That way we can have the easy KO with the with like an Ice Terra Blast. But to be honest with you, I think a couple of the other Pokemon are... Okay, that's fair. That's fair. But they're, they would be fine to... They would be fine to knock it out anyways. Alright, let's see here. Alright, so let's set our Tailwind. Why am I thinking about Terrastalizing? No, that's dumb. Let's go Draining Kiss over to Iron Hands. Alright, that's a good start. Get our Tailwind. Wonder if they're going to wild charge over into Tornadus. Not great damage because it's not a stab either, but that's okay. Thunder Punch will knock out. That's unfortunate, but I think we'll be alright though. I'm going to bring out Urshifu on this one. So we're going to... No, we're not going to Terra. I'm going to Detect on the first one. And I'm going to Will-O-Wisp over onto Hands. Again, one of those times where it actually would really come in handy to have the really speedy Will-O-Wisp, you know? Especially with Hands, too. We're protecting because just in case we miss. And also we'll get a chance to see Heatran terrestrialize into a Pokeball because they're putting in a different Pokemon. Ah, Iron Bundle. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, if we would have went close combat over there, but even so, that wouldn't have been a smart call anyways. Nice, okay. Glad we hit the Willow. And depending on who Iron Hands goes into right here, I would imagine they're going to Thunder Punch over into... Oh, they're going to Drain Punch over there, maybe expecting a Terra. I'm glad we didn't Terrestrialize then, because that would have actually done more damage. That's fine. I'm going to go for the Surging Strikes over into Hands. And I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball over into Bundle, too. Because that should do a good amount into Bundle. And we definitely outspeed in Tailwind, too. I mean, it's a smart call. Good thing we actually could have done that over into... And I shouldn't say smart call because you're protecting in front of Urshifu, and Urshifu has the ability that allows you to hit through it, but regardless. Okay, now they don't have a normal type mon, do they? Oh, they're just stomping Tantrum. Wow, okay. Okay, hold on. Let me look at... What's your speed? 163, so that means in Tailwind we definitely outspeed Bundle as well. Yeah, they don't have a normal type. Okay, so we're gonna go... Yeah, I'm still going to trust the Surging Strikes, and I'm also going to go for the Shadow Ball again, so that way if we don't KO with this, then at least we'll be able to knock out with Surging. Yeah, so not quite, but it's alright. We still knock out Bundle, and all they're going to get is a move with their Burnt Hands here. Question is, are they going to go Stomping? They're going to go Thunder Punch again. Fair enough. Now, is this going to be Heatran, or do we have their fourth Pokemon coming out? Impao. That's a little scary, not going to lie, which is why I'm actually considering terrestrializing into Fairy. We have a Lecky, so we know who their last mon is, so they didn't bring Lando. So we don't have to worry about terrestrializing into Ice. So I think Spectrier can be our Terra here. So let's do that, and let's go Draining Kiss over into Pow. And this will save us from being knocked out by a Sucker Punch too, because I feel like, you know, inevitably we're gonna end up having to face that. Because right now, in their mind, that is their strongest move. However, if they're smart and know that we could terrestrialize, They may have actually gone for the Ice Spinner then. We heal all the way back up. Okay, well, at least we get them knocked out. Huh. I thought our Tailwind ran out, didn't it? Yeah. Well, okay, that's fine. Alright, they still have not used their Terra. So I am going to... But it looked like we had the speed on Pow, so... Let's go for the Surging Strikes over there. No. Let's just go for the Surging Strike into Pow because we know that we can hit through their Protect. And let's go for the Shadow Ball into Heatran. Yeah, because again, we know, or at least I'm pretty sure that this is going to be a Grass Terra. So going Surging Strikes over there really isn't going to do too much. Yeah. And now that I'm thinking about it, that Ice Terra on Regieleki probably would have been good because we're not going to be able to do much to the grass. Ooh, but not quite enough. But yeah, we're probably not going to do enough to the grass with like a Thunderbolt, but that's okay though. Special Defense Fell, that's actually going to help quite a bit. Okay, so we knock out Pow here, that's good. Oh, that's not good either. Yeah, that definitely KOs for sure. But that's okay. I mean, we still get to take advantage of that special defense drop with a Lecky. And trust me, we're gonna need it, especially considering the fact that, yeah, they're gonna resist. Ooh, you know. No, that's probably a bad idea. I mean, hey, we could go Iron Heads in close combats. Or Iron Heads to go for the flinches, but honestly, close combat is going to be so much stronger because of the stab that I think we need to do that. I kind of hope that they protect, hoping that they're going to get a... Yeah, hoping that they're going to get some extra leftovers, but thankfully we have this. But now that I'm thinking about it, so that with stab would be just... I think we might just go straight up regular Terra Blast, because we are a special attacker. So that hits as a special attack. Okay, that works perfectly. I think that's going to be game then. That's going to be game. Yeah, because again, they don't realize that they can't protect in front of Urshifu. And... yeah. I know, Urshi's defense falls. And that's totally okay, though. That's not going to matter much. Because Urshifu's, I don't know, going to knock out Heatran before Heatran can, you know, knock out Urshifu. Because I don't think it has a, priority. So that's perfect. We got Terra Blast as well. And that KOs. Let's go. Kind of funny seeing a Lecky not use an electric move to KO something, but you know what? We'll definitely take it. And I think Spectrier actually, like, hung in there for pretty much the entire battle. It's just unfortunate that we went up against a Pokemon that I sometimes forget is a Steel type as well. But yeah, and the Flash Cannon, yeah, needless to say, would have easily taken that thing out regardless. So, either way, we got the win, and I'm very happy about it. Let's go. Good game. Right? We're going up against Flex. This is... I have no clue who that is, but... I think we're going to actually kind of start out the same as last time. Yeah, we're going to start out with Spectrier and Tornadus just so we can get the Tailwind up. Because that'll be good going against, well, a lot of them. So that'll be perfect. Plus the Covert Cloak, if we get faked out, we'll still get the Tailwind up. In the back, let's have Rillaboom. though. I'll be honest with you, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go with Urshifu as well as Kleavor. So, the thing about Kleavor is it's going to be there to kind of... it's going to be there to kind of counter the Flying Mon, as well as having the Bug to counter Rillaboom too. Because aside from that, we really... assuming that Tornadus only gets like 1 or 2 moves in, and one of them being Tailwind, you're not going to be able to get that flying move off on Rillaboom to be able to knock it out. So, I need something else that's going to be able to counter Rillaboom, especially since we have Urshifu as well. Goodra Thundi, okay. Yeah, and here's an electric move to probably do some work over into Tornadus, and that's going to be a little not great. And that is unfortunately going to make it so that we can't go with a, yeah. We can't really go with our Fairy Terra because we know that they probably have Flash Cannon. Or Heavy Slam. I forget, it's Hisuian. Either way. Ooh, they missed the Wind Bolt Storm right out the gate. But of course not on the one that it really kind of mattered on. Shelter, that's fine. We're gonna go Icy Wind because it is super effective and it will slow their Goodra down as well. And let's go... I need to get some damage on Goodra, but I also need to knock Thundi out. But let's do that to Goodra. It's fine, I totally understand that, but that's why we have Icy Wind. It's not going to do much. But that's more than I thought it was going to do, so I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, not much onto Thundi. Sheltering again. Yeah, I know. And I know what the strategy is. I know. But the good thing is we do have our Urshifu in the back. So the good thing about that is the fact that we will be able to hit with critical hits. And that will allow us... And I think the Icy Wind's going to be able to knock out Thundi here too. But the critical hits will be able to allow us to ignore the shelters and be able to do that super effective. Or not super effective, but yeah, that's fair. But to do some good damage over there. Nice. Okay. Let me think about this. And to be honest with you, the smart thing to do now... and I probably should have done this... Well, no, because I... Oh, no, I probably should have done it on the second turn, because I would have outsped them. Ooh, that's unfortunate. But I was going to say, going with the taunt over into Goodra. Oh, but we don't have taunt, so never mind. You know. Yeah, we're taunted for how many more? One more. And we only have Tailwind for one more, too. Dang. Let's go for the Icy Wind, even though their Tornadus is going to get faked out. And let's go for the Shadow Ball over there. Yeah, I was hoping it wasn't going to be enough, but kind of knew it was going to be, you know? It's fine, we'll get some more damage over on Goodra. Nice. Nice, Spectrier. You know, I said it's not the bulkiest Pokemon, and truly, realistically, it's not. But, still, that's some good work right there. And it would have been nice to be able to get the speed reduction, but that's okay. think I'm going to bring Kleavor next. Main reason is because then we'll be able to knock out Urshifu. So let's go with the X-Scissor over there. I'm going to Will-O-Wisp Goodra. Yeah. Don't tell me it's going to be Goodra. Into what? Okay. Actually, that kind of helps us out a bit, because that'll make it so that the Surging Strikes will do just an absolute ton more. But wait, why would you go into Ghost when I've been using Shadow Ball into you this whole time? Huh. Either way, man, the X-Scissor, yeah, the X-Scissor right there is so dope. And that'll not do much to Kleavor. Nice. I wonder how heavy Kleavor is then. Holy cow. That's alright, that's going to allow us to get a Shadow Ball over there too. Ooh, okay. Okay, that actually works for us. That works for us because we can actually go close combat over there. And actually, hold on, can I protect? I can. So let's protect, and I'm going to go for a Shadow Ball over into Goodra. Nice. I want to see what this does now that it's super effective. Some good stuff right there. I'm going for the Heat Wave, too. Okay. Knocks out Spectrier. That is unfortunate, but you know what? It happens. Ooh, it's Lord, too. I'm going to go Body Press. Okay, actually... Okay, now I get it. They're probably going to go for the, obviously the Ghost, because maybe they were afraid of close combat? Maybe? Either way, though, you know what? That kind of worked out for us. So we'll take that. And the other thing, too, is I'm glad that we got that burn in, because that burn is absolutely doing some work. Like, again, you saw what that, Heavy Slam did to both Pokemon, actually. Alright, so... Actually, we could do that. Let's Terrastallize into water. Let's go for the close combat. I'm going to go for the Surging Strikes into Goodra, because Goodra can't protect, and also we need to consider the fact that they are +4, because they did 2 shelters. So that would be a problem too, but we're fine here. The fact that we got rid of Rillaboom, oh, that is not good. Oh, that's right, because... Oh my gosh. I did a video on this. And I don't even remember it myself. Are we kidding? Okay. That's not ideal. It's alright. We resist. That's fine. Alright, we're fine. Yeah, I forget, because of Shell Armor, it allows them to not take critical hits, so those Surging Strikes are really not going to do much. Go figure. The thing that I used in one of my videos, and I just don't remember it. That's alright, though, because you know what's going to take that thing out regardless? Maybe that's... Yeah, you know what? No. Oh, no. Okay, what else do we have on? We have Iron Head as well. Okay, well, not ideal. Oh my gosh. Unfortunately, I think Stone Axe would be a stronger move over here. So let's do that, and let's go Surging Strikes, because they're only going to be able to knock out one of us. because they do not have a spread move. Please tell me we hit. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Sharpness, for really kind of helping us out there. Because again, you know, X-Scissor is a stronger move and it's 100% accurate, but because it would have been resisted, I would have been a little worried that they were going to survive. So, may as well go with the thing that is going to be a little bit stronger despite the accuracy. And again, like I said, they would have only been able to knock out one of our Pokemon. So, let's go. Good game. Again, I know that Spectrier isn't Calyrex. However, I still think that it's a really good Pokemon. I mean, you can see it doesn't have the damage output and it doesn't have the spread move like Calyrex did. However, it's still got some really good use here. And even a stab move like Shadow Ball here, and including one that once we Terastallize, we can use like Draining Kiss, I think are really great. And again, having a really speedy Pokemon that has Will-O-Wisp is really nice, like you saw in that battle against Iron Hands. Being able to Will-O-Wisp that thing really kind of limited its damage output, even into Pokemon that, you know, it was doing super effective damage into. So it's really nice to have Spectrier on the team with Will-O-Wisp for that reason as well. Now, if you want to try ways to get Spectrier up to like the damage output that you would typically get from Shadow Rider Calyrex, you can always try a couple different things. Obviously, instead of Big Root, you can put something like Life Orb or Choice Specs. For the Terra type, you could potentially even go into a Ghost Terra so that you can get the 2x stab on Shadow Ball. Or even if you want, you can put that thing out there with Chi-Yu, because we know that Chi-Yu does lower the special defense of every Pokemon that's on the field except for itself. Or, of course, another Chi-Yu if it's out there. So being able to get that special defense drop on those Pokemon and have a really strong special attacker like Spectrier really can only be in your benefit. So again, those are a couple ways to kind of get some more damage output out of Spectrier, to kind of get it up to Calyrex territory. But even if you don't have those things, Spectrier is still a pretty good Pokemon to potentially use in Regulation D. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed the battles. If you guys did, make sure to drop a like, and we'll see you guys next time.